Jon and Kate Gosselin's 8 kids are no longer the small children viewers remember from reality TV. Nearly 20 years after the family became famous on Jon and Kate Plus 8, Mady, Cara, Alexis, Hannah, Aaden, Collin, Leah, and Joel are all adults. Some are in college. Some are working. Some post online. Others have chosen a much quieter life. But the latest update also shows something more complicated. The family that became famous together is still divided in very public ways. The reason this story is being revisited now is because People has updated where each of the Gosselin kids stands today. The twins, Mady and Cara, are now 25. The sextuplets, Alexis, Hannah, Aaden, Collin, Leah, and Joel, are now 22. And the clearest pattern is that adulthood has not created one simple family reunion. Instead, each child appears to be building a separate life after growing up on camera. The timeline starts in 2007, when Jon and Kate Plus 8 introduced viewers to the Gosselin family. The show followed Jon and Kate as they raised twin daughters and sextuplets in Pennsylvania. But the family's public image changed in 2009 when Jon and Kate divorced. The show continued under Kate Plus 8 and eventually ended its final season in 2017. For verified entertainment updates without the rumors, subscribe to Startline Entertainment. Today, Mady Gosselin has built one of the more public adult profiles among the siblings. She attended Syracuse University and graduated in 2023 with a degree that included English textual studies, film and screen studies, and art history. She also occasionally shares parts of her life on TikTok, but compared with the family's reality TV years, her public presence is much more controlled. Cara Gosselin has taken an even quieter route. People reports that she studied mathematics and economics at Fordham University, graduated in 2023, and now works as a leasing credit officer at Bank of America in New York City. Unlike Mady, Cara mostly stays away from social media and has not turned her childhood fame into a public-facing brand. Among the sextuplets, Alexis has also chosen privacy. She graduated high school in 2023 and has largely stayed out of the public spotlight. Years ago, she spoke about loving animals and wanting to work with them someday, but as an adult, she has not shared much publicly. That matters because not every former reality TV child is trying to remain visible. Hannah's path has been more public because she became one of the 2 Gosselin children most closely connected to Jon. She began living full-time with her father in 2018. Later, alongside Collin, she launched a beauty brand, Gosselin Girl Beauty, in 2022, graduated high school in 2023, and People reports that she has been studying business administration at the University of Miami. Aaden has remained mostly private. People reports that after graduating high school, he has appeared in some of Kate's Instagram posts, including birthday updates with Alexis, Leah, and Joel. But there is no major public career or influencer update attached to him, and that privacy should be treated as part of the story, not as a mystery to fill with speculation. Collin's update is the most complicated because it connects to years of public family tension. He has been estranged from Kate, has spoken publicly about his childhood, and later said he did not talk to most of his siblings, although he clarified that he still has a relationship with Hannah. People reports that after being discharged from Marine training, Collin enrolled at Penn State and launched a power washing business in 2025. Kate has denied or pushed back against past claims involving Collin, and this remains one of the most sensitive parts of the family's public history. Leah appears to be living a more typical college-age life, while still sharing some updates on TikTok. People reports that she has posted about starting college and even showed parts of her dorm life online. Like several of her siblings, she is visible enough for fans to know she is moving forward, but not public in the same way her parents once were. Joel is also keeping a lower profile. People reports that he is attending the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, where his LinkedIn says he is studying accounting and business management. Most of the public updates about him have come through Kate's social media posts rather than his own public commentary. The parents' lives have changed too. Kate now lives in North Carolina and works as a pediatric home healthcare nurse, while also sharing updates on TikTok. People has reported that she confirmed a relationship with former bodyguard Steve Neild in 2025. Jon, meanwhile, is now married to Stephanie Lebo and has continued to speak about the distance between himself and several of the kids. What remains unresolved is whether the family divide will ever fully close. Jon has said he only talks to Hannah and Collin, while Collin has publicly expressed sadness about not knowing most of his siblings as adults. At the same time, several siblings have chosen privacy, and their silence should not be treated as permission to invent motives. For now, the confirmed picture is this: the Gosselin kids are grown, educated, and building separate adult lives. Mady and Cara have graduated college. Hannah, Leah, Collin, and Joel have pursued college or business paths. Alexis and Aaden remain mostly private. And the larger Gosselin story has shifted from a reality TV household to 8 adults deciding in different ways how much of their lives they want the public to see. What makes the Gosselin family update different from a typical reality TV follow-up is that the children are no longer part of a shared television storyline. They are adults now, and each of them has the right to decide how much of their life should remain public. That is especially important because their childhood was not private in the way most childhoods are. Viewers watched birthdays, school milestones, family arguments, divorce tension, and major transitions unfold on television, long before the children could fully choose that exposure for themselves. That is why the most responsible way to talk about where they are now is to stay with what has been publicly confirmed. Mady and Cara have moved into adult life after college. Hannah has built a more public identity through school, business, and social media. Collin has spoken openly about painful family distance while trying to build his own future. Leah and Joel have shared signs of college life. Alexis and Aaden have remained more private, and that privacy should be respected. The bigger story is not whether the family looks the way viewers expected it to look after the cameras stopped. The bigger story is how fame, divorce, custody conflict, and growing up in front of millions can leave long shadows. Some members of the family have spoken publicly, others have chosen not to. And silence, especially from the children, should not be turned into speculation. For viewers who remember the early days of Jon and Kate Plus 8, the update may feel surprising because the kids are now the same age their parents once were when the show made them famous. But the clearest takeaway is simple. The Gosselin children are no longer just reality TV memories. They are 8 adults with separate lives, separate choices, and different relationships to the public attention that followed them from childhood. The family story may still be unresolved, but their next chapters belong to them.